Hi everybody, it's me, Sailor Jupiter, Lita here, and today I'm going to tell you about Google Chromebook or Chrome-based computer, and it actually is virus-free. Now this claim cannot be made for anyone using Microsoft Windows computers or Apple Macintosh OS computers, or even people using Google Android computers or Linux computers. Now, everybody has claimed that. And you always hear it from the Apple Macintosh users. Oh, we're immune. And it's not true. At least not from that operating system. You know, any virus, worm, and malware that is made to mess with Microsoft Windows can easily mess with Apple Macintosh operating system too. Same thing for Google Android and Linux. People constantly keep on claiming that Linux is secure, but the truth is it's not. Google Chrome OS actually is the only operating system that makes computers immune to viruses and worms. Why? And most malware. Because of the sandbox. When you open up a tab and on Google Chrome operating system, every website you open is on its own individual tab, its own environment, and contained what's known as a sandbox, where every tab runs in its own individual environment and it's isolated from the other. So if there is a virus or a worm on that particular website that's on that tab, then it's contained and it cannot do anything to the other tabs or anything else to the operating system, anything else on the computer. And it actually is true, because it is true. Now you're going to hear people who use Microsoft Windows and Apple Macintosh OS and even Google Android and Linux, you're going to hear them claim that's impossible. There is no such thing as a computer being immune to viruses and worms and malware. Now, on those computers, you have your firewall, you have your advertisement blocker, and you have your antivirus. Third party, of course. With Google Chrome operating system and the Google Chrome-based Chromebook computers, you basically have your own built-in antivirus, anti-malware program. You do not need to install any other third-party programs. You're ready to go. Now a lot of hackers realize that their worms and their viruses pretty much get contained to the sandbox and don't do any threat, so they don't even waste any time trying to figure out how to mess with Google Chrome operating system. They're still trying to scratch their head over why their stuff isn't doing what they programmed to do. Now I know there's going to probably be some people out there going to probably figure that one day one of those alleged smart people out there is going to figure it out. Maybe. They might figure it out one day, but that day is not today, of course. And they may never figure it out. Now I know that people are going to say that that this is basically just a whim. No, it's not a whim. It's actually true. It's actually true because, since it's true, since the fact of the sandbox. Okay. Now, people are going to say, how come Microsoft and Apple and Linux hasn't figured it out? Who knows? But Google did, So yes, a Google Chrome-based or Chromebook computer is immune to viruses and worms and malware to an extent, because some does manage to get by the sandbox. But For mostly, it's usually contained in the sandbox like all the other threats. And basically, I'm not making this up. You know, now of course, there's going to be people who are going to claim that I'm just making this up and they don't believe me. Well, that's true. Hackers would want you to believe that they can mess with any operating system, but yeah, as long as it's Microsoft Windows or Apple Macintosh operating system or Linux or Google Android or Java, yeah, they're pretty much good at messing with it. But if it's Google Chrome operating system, they pretty much ain't going to be able to mess with it. So yes, I know I made this video before, but at the end of the day, Google Chrome operating system is the more secure, stable operating system, making a Google Chromebooks and a Google Chrome-based computers immune to viruses and worms and mostly of all malware out there. So if you don't believe me, that's fine. If you do believe me, that's good too. So that's about it. I'm Sailor Jupiter Lita, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Or moving picture.